Hi, my name is Imran Baig. I'm India's most trusted handwriting analysis coach. Today, I'm going to be sharing with you something which is very, very remarkable. You know what? We study medicine to become doctors, and we study engineering to become engineers. What do you study to become successful? We need to study successful people. And that's what I believe in. And one of the reasons I love handwriting analysis is because that gives me access to understand people not through their biographies, not through their autobiographies, not through the books which has been written on them or by them, but exactly the way the person is. So when I look into handwriting samples of Mahatma Gandhi ji, Shahid Bhagat Singh ji, Rabindranath Tagore, Swami Vivekananda, I have so many things which I have identified about them, which they had in their personality. And today in this session, I'm decoding the 5 success traits in the famous and the rich and the happy people in the world who are having those qualities in their handwriting. So stay tuned till the end of this video because I'm going to be unfolding what are the success secrets in the handwritings of the famous and the successful people. 5 traits of successful people. Number one, you need to have high self-esteem. What is self-esteem? The way you look at yourself. What is your self-image? The way you think about your own self. The concept, the self-image you have developed around you. You need to have high self-esteem. So when self-confidence and self-respect come together, it gives you high self-esteem. Nothing in this world can be ever achieved if you don't have high self-esteem. Many of us, either you lack confidence or you lack self-respect. How do I evaluate this is how many times you need a push for you to do things. मुझे हमेशा एक मोटिवेशन की जरूरत होती है, हमेशा मुझे एक पुश की जरूरत होती है. Sometimes the health has to get bad, then only I start working on it. Otherwise, I'm not going to take action. That's one thing. Second thing is many of us have low self-respect. What is self-respect is that you feel little less about your own self. And you always have this constant complaint that people are not valuing your insight. In the meeting, you go unnoticed. In a high profile meeting, you're not even speaking up. So many times you have this internal conversation that you're not important. I'm presenting in front of you handwriting sample of Ratan Tata. And I'm not talking about Ratan Tata, what you know right now. Somebody who is successful, somebody who created a amazing example of philanthropy, somebody who gave away his wealth towards contribution toward the nation. No, I'm talking about Ratan Tata in the year 1996. Look at this year. And that time, his handwriting was like this. How many of you are able to see every time he wrote his letter T, the T was on the top? I want to confess something. Ratan Tata did not attend my program. I did not teach him high self-esteem. I did not teach him graphotherapy. This is his natural self. And this is what we are looking at. Look at the level of self-esteem Ratan Tata had in his, and look at the consistency. Can you see that here? Every time you see the T bar is on the top. How many of you are there? Now, will you at least practice this? Because if he can write and create success, you can create it on yourself. How many of you promise me that, yes, Imran, I will start writing it from today because I want to have a mindset like that. So the second thing which you need to really focus on is, do you know the best quality of any leader is to be an amazing communicator? So every time, if you have an ability to communicate, you need to have good fluidity of thoughts. What do you mean by fluidity of thoughts, Imran? Fluidity of thought means you have the ability of starting a conversation and moving from one conversation to another with ease, effortlessly. Rabindranath Tagore on the screen, ladies and gentlemen, the person who gave us our national anthem, the first Indian to get a Nobel Prize in the literature category, and he has a legacy in his own name. Rabindranath Tagore, deep love for writing began early, and by the age of 8, he composed his first poem. His passion for literature only grew, leading him to write extensively in Bengali, English, and shaping modern Indian literature. Tagore's literacy genius was evident when he wrote Jana Gana Mana, which later became India's national anthem. When Tagore won the Nobel Prize for Gitanjali, he became the first non-European to receive the honor. And everybody, look at the 8 formations in his handwriting. So the third thing, which is the success quality, is determination. standing by what you believe is correct. So many of us have a lot of ideas, but you don't have enough determination to take action and work towards it. You lack determination. And how do you identify determination in somebody's handwriting? Like, you need to really have a lot of determination to have that, right? One of the best examples, if remember when the bulb was introduced and invented, Thomas Alva Edison was asked, "Can you tell us how this bulb works?" And Thomas Alva Edison's answer was, "I don't know what makes the bulb glow, but I can tell you the thousand things which does not make the bulb glow." So that means to say that out of lot of determination to get it right, so many failures, so many breakdowns, he eventually got that bulb right. How do you see determination in somebody's handwriting is whenever you write your Y or a G or a Z, make sure there's one straight back. So let me explain you that. Whenever you write your handwriting next time, there are two ways of writing it, especially all the lower zone letters, the letters Y, the letters G, the letters Y, or even Z. So next time, whenever you write these letters, you see this line, make sure this line is very straight. Many of us have a bad habit of writing your Y's curved like this. Many of you have Y's incomplete like this. So either you keep it straight line like this, or you make sure this line is straight and there's a loop also, but this line has to be straight like your back. So this is determination. This is Muhammad Ali. He's known for his determination. Like वो बोलते हैं ना एक चीज को उन्होंने ठान लिया, so no matter what, he went on to accomplish that. So Muhammad Ali belongs to an era of boxing where it was a testing time. Look at his Y's, look at his G's. Everybody, see one straight line going down. See how straight that line is. Look at the level of determination you see in his handwriting. You see this here? You see this there? So this is Muhammad Ali's, handwriting. His determination was evident from the start. In 1964, when the world dismissed him as an underdog, someone not expected to be successful, he trained relentlessly and shocked everyone by defeating Sonny Liston to become the youngest heavyweight champion. His determination extended beyond the ring when in 1967 he refused to be drafted into the Vietnam War, knowing it could cost him his career and title. He still stood by it. And that's why determination, ladies and gentlemen, determination. Now, one of the things I amazingly follow about Swami Vivekananda is this. He said, identify one thing which you're really good at and invest all your life onto it. It will not be short of any legacy. Look at his handwriting, everybody. Look at his Y's. Beautiful. See this here? All my handwriting analyst students, look at this. Can you see? It starts from being a loner to going to determination, the longer one. Such a beautiful writing. Look at how amazing, how self-expressed these people were. Every time you write something, make sure you develop something called as attention to details. Attention to details means shown by I and J dots that are picture perfect and are close to the stem. So how do you develop that? Next time when you write, put a dot. Not a jab like this. It has to be a dot like this. And all famous people have this. Let me just go back to the same handwriting samples which we talked about. Rabindranath Tagore, in his handwriting, it's a dot. Ratan Tata, in his handwriting, it's a dot. See here, it's a dot and it is closer to the stem. So the next thing which is important for all of us to understand and have in your handwriting is called as healthy ego. This is also called as positive ego. Okay. What is healthy ego? I know the moment I say the word healthy ego, the idea about the word ego itself is it's negative because हमें पहले से समझाया गया है कि अहम अच्छी चीज नहीं होती है and ego is not good. I get that. But sometimes the healthy ego is important. Like how many of you have this habit? गलती आपकी हो या ना हो, sorry पहले आप बोल देते हैं, right? So you need to have a little bit of healthy ego. So why is it so important and why it is needed is because if you want to be an author, If you want to be a coach, if you want to be a trainer, you should have an ego which says, I have something which can add value to people's life. I have an information which can help people to reach where they want to reach. And that's why I'm writing the book. And my book can actually help people. My training program can actually help people. आपका जो पहला लेटर है वो कैपिटल लेटर होना चाहिए. So the first letter in your signature should be a capital letter. And not only capital letter, it should be at least 4 times bigger than the rest of the letters. How many of you are able to see that in Ratan Tata's signature? See, it's so simple. You can read it and you can understand it. So this is Ratan Tata's signature. This is Ratan Tata's signature. So how do you do this? Everybody on your screen right now, I'm writing and showing it to you. So if I'm writing my own signature, the first letter is capital, and this is 4 times bigger than the rest of the things I'm going to be writing. Can you see this here? So capital and 4 times bigger. So this will give you healthy ego. This will give you that enough credibility to talk about your own self and create the energy on it. What you watch is basically a conversation I was having with my close inner circle students. And these are the people who are committed towards learning handwriting analysis, and they are committed towards taking this science to many, many households. So if you're really looking at having this power in your own life, discovering the success secrets in your own handwriting, unblocking your money, focusing on your own health, join me in my masterclass where I'm going to be unfolding all these dimensions. And I'm also going to be inviting you to consider to do handwriting analysis as a career. For the more details, the link is below this video.